You just learned how to make Haitian pineapple jam with nice pieces of chunk of pineapple on there, on your toast, on your crackers, whatever. Whichever way you decide you're going to be using this. Yeah, you're going to get some nice pieces of texture and everything else from that. I've got a large pineapple all chopped up. Yeah? Core and everything. Now if you want to see how I broke down the pineapple, you got to wait till the end of the video and I'll show you that. This, ladies and gentlemen, we are making a Haitian style pineapple jam, very similar to the pineapple jam I shared with you all several years ago, but you will see slight nuances, slight differences from that one to this one. Now, I originally came across this recipe on TikTok. I don't recall the name of the creator, but in speaking with my Haitian friends and doing some research, some people say yes, there is a thing called Haitian pineapple jam. Some people, no, we've never heard of it, right? And those who have heard of it contributed to helping me with this recipe. I will say this, I am using white granulated sugar in this. The first batch I did, a smaller batch, I used brown sugar, cane sugar, and personally I thought the flavor profile was a lot better, but it's up to you what you want to use. And what I have here is that large pineapple. That was about a 2-pound pineapple that I broke down. To that, I'm gonna add some grated nutmeg. Yeah, fresh grated nutmeg is so much better. The printable recipe, yeah, if you're watching the bracelet, Polly made that bracelet for me earlier this year with, I think with his sister, I think it is. And I've been wearing it off and on since. Fresh grated nutmeg, I'm telling you, boy, the thing is just so much better. Ground cinnamon. Now, if you wanted to use a cinnamon stick instead, you can. I just like adding the ground cinnamon here because what we're going to do, we're going to stick this in the fridge for about 4 hours just to macerate. That sugar is going to start breaking things down. The pineapple is going to release a lot of liquid. Now, if you want to do it overnight, yes, you can do it overnight as well. What I also want is salt. You can use vanilla essence, but I'm using vanilla extract. But I will use what we call mixed essence. Of course, we've got all of that sugar to add in there, and it may look like a lot of sugar, ladies and gentlemen, but we are making jam. If you excuse me for 1 second, let me just clean up here a little bit so we can have more room. The last thing I want to do, I'm going to save this for later for another recipe. Just going to move this over a bit. And I have here a lime. What I want is 2 things from this lime. I want some of the skin. So 1 piece, and it doesn't matter the white part is in there. I try my best to go thin, but sometimes I'm not. Let me show you what we got there. So 2 pieces of that lime, the skin, and then we want the juice of that lime as well. That's going to cut the extra sweetness of everything with the sort of balance of the acid in that. Plus, we'll give it that lovely sort of citrus note. All we got to do now is give that a good mix and allow that to macerate for at least 4 hours. If you're doing this overnight, I would recommend doing so in a sort of a plastic or glass container, a bowl, because something non-reactive, because the acid in there and then the natural acid in the pineapple as well it may react. Yeah, I'm just trying to prevent that from happening. And it smells absolutely incredible with that mixed essence, the cinnamon, the vanilla extract, the hint of lime that we're getting in there. Yeah, nice mixy mix. I'm going to put the lid on there and into the fridge for about 4 hours. But again, overnight, you may get better results. You'll see how much liquid has naturally come out there. That's the sort of maceration process. I will turn my stove on, sort of a medium, between low and medium, so medium low I guess. And we want to bring this up to a boil uncovered. And this is going to reduce down, all the way down. Don't be too worried about the pineapple breaking down, because later on we will put it into the blender and we will get it to the right consistency. We'll allow the natural pectin along with the sugar that we added and the natural sugars in the pineapple to thicken this up for us without having to add any sort of pectin to it. So medium-low heat, and we're bringing this up to a boil. We've got that nice bubble happening here. It's sort of between a simmer and a rolling boil. It took about 5 minutes for it to come up to that. And what I want is for all of this to reduce down and become nice and thick and harmonious. The pineapple is going to start breaking down. It's going to get softer. And yeah, it will take a little bit of time, but the point is you want it just like what you're seeing happening there with those bubbles. Yeah, it's been 40 minutes. And you can see it's reduced considerably. The pineapple is starting to break down. What I'm going to do at this point is to remove the lime pieces, the couple pieces of lime skin that we added in there. Now if you wanted to leave it in there, you can. I'm going to shut my stove off. I'm going to try with my stick blender. If the stick blender doesn't work, because it may want to make a mess, the size of the pot isn't high enough, I will then put it into a blender at that point, because what I want to do is to make, so see the separation that I'm getting here? That means I'm almost where I want it to be, yeah? But I want to ensure that I break this down quite a bit more. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please be very careful when you're doing this. That melted sugar is at a wicked temperature right now, so if you do get burned, it's going to be a nasty burn. That's all I'm saying. Be very careful when you're doing this, yeah? Just going to give this a little clean out, yeah? And you can decide now how thick you want this. Like, if not thick, but the sort of texture of it all. I want a bit of consistency, a bit of texture to it. If you just excuse me for a second, I'm just going to reach over. I notice how nice and thick this is right now. Ladies and gentlemen, all you got to do is put it into a glass container now, and that's it. You just learned how to make Haitian pineapple jam with nice pieces of chunk of pineapple on there, on your toast, on your crackers, whatever. Whichever way you decide you're going to be using this, yeah, you're going to get some nice pieces of texture and everything else from that. I left the lime, the piece of lime skin in here, the couple pieces, because I wanted it to break down in there and give me that extra bit of flavor from it. Chris here, CaribbeanPot.com. Always a pleasure having you all in the kitchen with me. Haitian pineapple jam. Pineapple. This one is being sold without the top. A small thing, we don't care about the top. What we do need to do is to trim off the bottom. Well, both ends. But at this point, we don't know what is the bottom and which is the top. Yeah. And then all you would do with a sort of a sawing action, you're gonna go about 1/4 inch down, trying to remove the sort of indents, the sort of pits the pineapple would naturally have, like these things here. And if you wanted, you can trim those off as well too. This, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people watching, the skin that is, will say, well, Chris, why are you tossing that out? You can make juice with it. Yes, if I were in the Caribbean and if I had this growing in my backyard, this pineapple, I would. Yeah, but I have been to many farms that grow pineapple, and I will tell you, the amount of pesticides and herbicides and everything else they spray these things with, you can never completely wash it out of the skin. I'm just saying, be mindful of that. Be smart. All right? Once you've gone ahead and done that, now normally I would say core the pineapple, but we'll use the core and everything. Just giving it a once over, and you can see the juicy part here. All I want to do now is cut it down the center, and I'm going to create small wedges like so. Right? Push it aside, and this is the core. If you wanted to remove that, you can. All I would do is hit that some fine chops. The other thing, if you wanted to really make it even more fine, what you can do is 1, 2, and then do the, and that is how you're going to dice up the pineapple. Now, if you want to put it into a food processor and you know, break it down a bit more, you can certainly do that. I'm uncool with this as it is here. So you've just learned how to peel and to dice the pineapple. But again, if you're eating this pineapple and you don't want to eat the core would be this sort of woody part in the center. All you would do is to trim that core and toss it. I'm going to use the core in making this Haitian pineapple jam. Yeah.